Richard Nixon and Haldeman and Ehrlichman, all of them went to their graves saying that they knew nothing about it. No one has ever proven they did. Now what might have happened, and this is what I think could have happened, that they all heard about it when they all got, these were government employees. I mean, Nixon lived in the White House and Haldeman and Ehrlichman worked in the White House. They were that close to Nixon. I think that when they woke up, they turned their radios on first thing like they always did. And the first thing they heard was there was a break-in occurred at the Watergate Hotel. Haldeman probably thought, I wonder if Ehrlichman did this. And Ehrlichman probably thought, maybe Haldeman did this. And Nixon probably thought, this might have been Haldeman. They all covered up for each other, and they might have all covered up for a crime that none of them had committed. And they all went down in a pile. What did them was not the break-in, which nobody's ever proven any of them knew about. What did them was the cover-up. They all covered up in a pile, and they all went down in a pile because of the cover-up. Obstruction of justice is called. If there had been no obstruction, Nixon would have remained in office, but they finally proved, number one, there was a cover-up, and number two, eventually the tape showed Nixon was involved in it at least from day 3 after the break-in, probably from day 1. It's just like they all made up Nixon was going to cover up for his friends, and his friends were going to cover up for Nixon, and they all covered up in a pile, and they all went down in a pile. That's it. Okay, now I'm going to try, the test I'm going to give you is not, the test I promise is going to be made based on what I've said in the past today. All here. Okay.
Everything's said, not just on the board.
Oh yeah, well, mostly what I've put on the board. Of course, I can always look at my,
And is it going to be multiple choice or write-in?
I'll decide that as I go. I'll decide as I go. Probably, short answer, it's easier for me to make up. Multiple choice tests are easy to grade, but they're hard to make up. Okay. With that in mind, anybody have any more questions?
So,
Okay.
are there any chapters regarding this?
All right, now I got to chapter, okay, I'm glad you asked that. What I got to was chapter 28.
Through 28,
Wait a
not
minute.
to 29.
Yeah. Did I talk about chapter 30, American Roots? Yeah, 1960 movie. Okay, I'll tell you what. Let's say the chapter 30. All right.
So until the end of the book? The next
No, the chapter 30. I did not go to chapter 31. Now, let me tell you something. Chapters 28, 29, and 30 all overlap. I mean, the history books do that when you get to near the modern times. They start intertwining, like you mesh teeth.
Like they're the same thing.
Yeah, saying a lot of the same thing, but from a different angle. They cover the same. I mean, look at the dates: 1960 to 74, 1961 to 75,
Yeah.
1969 to 89. Yeah, those dates. So they greatly overlap. So let's say it's a chapter 30 because 28 and 29 and 30 are different versions of the same story. All right, is that clear? All right. Okay, you are dismissed. Oh, I am exhausted.
Imagine.
Yeah. Well. Oh, yes, I got it. Now, let's see. All right, now.
I just want to know what
No,
answer
not
I
this
got.
one, not this one. Now, let me see. I think all the tests are here now. Now, I think they're all here now. All right, here's one of them. That's test 2. All right, now I don't know where test 1 is before. I promise I'm going to find it. Here it is. Okay, that's,
I'm going to take these over there. I'll bring them back.
okay, and what you want?
Yeah.
You are, now what you started, I mean, I'm not knocking, it's just a small pad, but everybody now wants to see their testing.
I'm sorry, that's my fault.
All right, Detroit, here's one, and you got the other one, okay. Do you have a camera?
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, if you don't have, well, you have everybody has a camera these days. I'll be honest, I'll retire. I don't know what Lockheed could do about it, because Lockheed used to not allow cameras. And you are,
Everyone has a camera. They can't
Everyone
stop
has a
that.
camera.
It's all on your phone.
what's your name again?
Stephanie.
Stephanie. I should know that. Oh, here it is. And I don't think you took the other one. Am I right?
I
You
did, took all of them.
Oh, okay, then, okay, I've got you mixed up.
All right.
Okay.
There you go. I'm sorry about this. I didn't mean
All
to
right,
make
that's all
everyone
right. Hey, nobody's coming in here. Oh, by the way, about roll call, Everybody, just a minute, let me turn this off. There's, now there